Hi guys, thanks for viewing. I am Coach Adrien. This video is designed to help you make happy choices. It is generally agreed that despite its associated pain and misery, the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic teaches us the value of life and the importance of the lifestyle we choose. Let's talk about lifestyle. After all, our lifestyle affects our health, our wellness, and our happiness. In this clinic, our issue is the commonly asked question, what you doing? What are the underlying messages in this pointed inquiry? I have come up with 3 ideas. One, this may be an innocent inquiry concerning what you are doing currently, or why you are doing what you are doing, or about what you are professing, or what you are practicing. Two, it could suggest that you are doing something that is perceived unprofitable, and it could intimate that you are devoted to a lifestyle that is potentially hurtful or that could make you happy, unhappy, or sad. And thirdly, in some cases, it could be an indirect way of saying to you, stop, consider, you are doing the wrong thing. For this coaching clinic, I thought we should take a little time out to talk about a lifestyle that is all around us, in our homes, in our community, in our schools, in our workplace. I refer to the modern Christian lifestyle. Now, wait, please don't go away. Why? Because the modern Christian lifestyle dominates the Western Hemisphere. In fact, of the 7.7 billion people in the world, 2.4 billion live a modern Christian lifestyle. Many of us were born under the social influence. Some were socialized into it. Some were schooled in it. Some were drawn into it. And some were pressured into it. In fact, it is so customary that we have come to accept the modern Christian lifestyle as the benchmark for what is pure, for what is prescribed, what is established, what is sacred, what is holy, for what is divinely acceptable. And unfortunately, billions of people all over the world have come to believe that, like industry and commerce, Christianity is identical with one, small or large buildings, stadiums, tents, and assemblies where people dress in fancy clothes and jump and dance and clap and praise once a week, whether on Saturday or on Sunday. We have come to identify Christianity with government licensed churches which own schools, buildings, investments, and assets from the compulsory giving of the parishioners or the followers. Aha, this calls for reflection. That's why I ask you to wait. It calls for reflection. Apostle John, who lived with Christ, was a close disciple of Christ. In 1 John chapter 2, and I'm referring to verses 5 and 6, it tells us what Christianity or pure Christianity is. And I quote, "This is how we know we are in him." He means Jesus Christ, that we have accepted Jesus Christ, that we are obedient to Jesus Christ, that we are a follower of Jesus Christ. In verse 6, he says, "Whoever claims to live in him must live as Jesus did." So what do we learn from this foundation member, one of the early Christians? One, John says to us, Christianity is living the lifestyle of Christ that is not physically or culturally, but spiritually and morally. Two, Christians are known by their doings. That is their lifestyle, their contagious lifestyle of sharing, of giving, of teaching, and loving, irrespective of who they are in contact with. And thirdly, the signposts for Christians are the virtues of purity, honesty, peace, hospitality, and cheerfulness. Wow, this is simple, but this is radical. But this is pure Christianity. The Christianity of Jesus Christ is not found in doctrines, in creeds and manuals and edicts and buildings and schools and universities and assemblies and church membership and loyalty and church attendance. But how does one live the Christian lifestyle taught by Jesus Christ? I can hear somebody asking that question. And it's a great inquiring question, given the mixed society that we live. Apostle Peter, another founding member of the Christianity of Jesus Christ, tells us how to live that lifestyle. And I'm quoting the book of 1 Peter chapter 2, and I'm considering verses 21 through 23. This is what Peter says. "To this we were called." Peter is saying anyone who comes to Christ must be called. He continues, "Christ suffered for you, leaving you an example that you should follow in his steps. He committed no sin, and no deceit was found in his mouth. When they hurled insults at him, he did not retaliate. When he suffered, he gave no threat. Instead, he entrusted himself to him who judges justly." Please read the detail in 1 Peter chapter 2. So Peter is saying that a man, a woman, or child who becomes a follower of Christ or a Christian is driven by the love of Christ, and by nature and behavior would not, one, willfully sin or transgress the law of God. For sin is the violation of the law of God. That is what John says in the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. He or she would not retaliate, revenge, hate, harbor grudges, injure, kill, murder when they are wrong. They do not readily take the offenders to the law court to settle every wrong, because they know the all-seeing God is the unerring judge. Why would they do that? Because as true Christians, they seek to be reconciled with the wrongdoer instead of seeking his or her punishment, imprisonment, or death. One can say, wow, for that. What a peaceful society that would be. But it's a radical society, yet a happy lifestyle. So what are you doing? That's the question we asked at the beginning. What you doing about that lifestyle? The Christianity of Jesus Christ is the abundant life of love. And we always end our clinics by reminding ourselves of the two principles that help us make happy choices. The first one is from William Penn. Wrong is wrong, even if everyone is doing it. Right is right, even if no one is doing it. And the other one is like it. Truth is truth, even if no one believes it. And a lie is a lie, even if everyone believes it. And we always finally end with a word to the wise. Our word to the wise comes from Jesus Christ himself, who gives us the secret for living the abundant, happy life, the Christian lifestyle, the Jesus Christ Christian lifestyle, the pure Christian lifestyle. And I'm quoting John, the Gospel of John, chapter 15 and verse 5. This is what Jesus says. If you remain in me, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Jesus says we can do everything once we are connected to him, once we allow him to control our mind, once we are obedient to him, once we are loyal to him, once we allow him to be our Lord and our King. Thank you. Let us connect. Connect with me via WhatsApp 1-869-668-9752 or via email peter@coachadrien.com. Please don't forget that on the 14th day and the 20th day, I post a new video on my YouTube channel, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Look out for a new video on the 14th day and the 20th day of each month. Thank you. Thank you for viewing. Please subscribe and like my video. Welcome to the Christian lifestyle.